welcome to one more episode of Community. Today we are with Andrea Perez. She is from Venezuela, Caracas, and we're gonna know a little bit more about her life, how she moved to London, and she's gonna tell me what this is because I never had this before. So we're gonna try it together. So how are you doing, Andrea?
I'm good, thank you for having me today. I am actually living in Helsby, that is in the northwest, but I came to London to have this interview with you guys. I'm really glad to be here.
Thank you for making.
I came here to the UK at 17 to study, and I've been here ever since. I've gone back home like certain holidays, but overall my life has been here in the UK, and really, this has been my first meal that is from South America in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I'm here for this special moment. So you're talking about it, and how do you connect with the food? What do you feel when you eat South American food?
Bueno, I haven't had this ever in my life, but it's quite interesting because it reminds me of my grandmother. Because in her backyard she has a tree of guayaba. Guayaba is how you call it in Venezuela, but in Colombia you have it guava. So this is chicharrón y guava. So chicharrón is like a pork that is being fried. And
can you open for us?
Yeah,
so we can
yeah,
see
just this is
Let's
it.
go with slowly so they can get the view.
Yeah. So it has like chicharrón and it has guava or guayaba inside it. So this is from Colombia.
Wow.
I've never tried it before.
It's not interesting how even we've been from South America, even you being from Caracas and this is Colombia, I think it's a little bit more similar, the culinary than with the Brazilian food, and it's so much different, like some stuff that we never tried. So I think it's fascinating how the richness of our culture.
Yeah, no, I think so. And it's like Colombians and Brazilians are like neighbors to us, really, because like Venezuela is right in the middle between Colombia and Brazil. So we get the meals from there. So it's like there is a lot of Brazilian influence in how we prepare meat and these sort of things. There's a lot of places where you can eat meat, and Colombian places too where you can find Colombian bread, etc. And like I think the biggest brands of bread are from Colombia, the ones that are in our country. It's like Venezuela imports everything, we don't really produce. So yeah, I think that's why we can
There's
have the
some
same flavors.
influence, yeah. Well, after all this that we just learned about the South American food, I think we gonna just eat it and see how is it. I'm super curious about that one. Whoa. Is it sweet?
Yeah.
Can I try it?
Yeah, you can.
I was expecting something and it was completely something different, but I really enjoyed. Like, it's nice to discover new things, and we always try to associate it with something that we had before. But did you enjoy it?
Yeah, like I've never tried either of those things. Like guayaba, I usually just have the conserva de guayaba.
Yeah.
I never have it in like a pastry, so it was like a completely new experience.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Good.
So if you want to try this food that we just had, come to Elephant and Castle in Diolipan. It's a Colombian restaurant and it's amazing, guys. I'm fascinated by it.
And it's really good.
She approves it.
Approve.
Thumbs up. So let's talk about you then. Like, of course, now I think we brought a lot of memories of your childhood, and how was to live in Caracas, especially.
Well, like Caracas it's loud and a lot of like people and craziness like on the street. It's like kind of like also like being in Rome, like that you have like a lot of people, motorcycles, all this sort of thing. And like I lived in a quiet place that is like located away from all the noise, but still you have that sense of like being in somewhere active. So for me, I moved to a village, to Wales, and it was completely different than where I grew up because I was used to the noise. I was used to going out with my mom to the shopping centers with my friends, but then I found myself in a place of complete tranquility that I was not used to. So
maybe inside yourself you were looking for this calmness.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I wanted to connect more to nature, even though like Caracas is like in a valley. So we have El Ávila, which is a mountain, and yeah, I don't know. I used to go to the mountain with my family and friends, and I don't know. It just felt nice to actually be living like in a mountain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And did your parents come over with you, or you came by yourself?
No,
how did you discover? Like, how did you decide to come over to the UK?
I don't know, like because it's in terms of the film industry. So I have always wanted to be a filmmaker since I was little, and then like I was like, I don't want to go to the USA. We have all this American influence in our films. But I went to a French school when I was studying, so that means that I know how to speak 3 languages: English, Spanish, and French. So I was like, I can't use my French language being in the US.
Did you study French in Caracas? Or?
Yeah, in Caracas, in Colegio Francia.
Yeah.
So yes, I was like, where can I be that I can use all these languages? Like, I was like, the UK is located in Europe, in the continent. So I was like, I know that I can just, everything's connected. So you can just go in a train to France, you can go to Germany, you can have all these countries, and you have a different type of cinema, which is more calm, more artistic.
And why not France? The cinema is amazing over there as well. Why did you choose UK instead of France?
I don't know, I think it matched more my personality because I am not really like, I don't know, I think I just wanted to be apart from like something different than my own culture, because being in France is also like we share a lot of similarities as like I think like as Latin Americans, because they are also like in the Latin branches. So the language is very similar, and like some part of the cultures is also similar, like the way that we communicate. So I wanted something different, and yes, I think just being here in the UK gives you an opportunity to really I don't know, like live something that I expected to be like more organized and yes, and peaceful.
How long have you been living in UK?
Is it 6 years?
6 years?
5
oh my
or
God,
6
she
years.
talks like she's been here for like 17 years. Supposed to really adapted.
Yes. Like when I studied, I had no connection with people from South America. In my university, there are only like 2 South American people.
Wow.
Me and another girl from Colombia.
Where did you study?
I studied in Bangor. That's in Wales, in North Wales, and you have nothing there. It's like it's the smallest city in the UK, I think. And I don't know. I think I liked it because I was like, I want to be outdoors filming, because I have like passion for documentary, and like I don't know, it's kind of something dramatic and like mysterious about the mountains. So yeah, being in Bangor would give me that opportunity to investigate that part of me that I have never really tried.
And how was the training? Did you really enjoy it when you started to studying? Do you actually think, oh my God, this is exactly what I want to do?
I don't know, like as I told you, for me it was like I always wanted to be a filmmaker, making films, etc. So I started in 2014, like years before I came here. I did my first short with people in Venezuela, with Venezuelan. We got our film in Venezuelan Corto, and then I came here to study. I did film studies because I thought like connecting academics and like the actual technicalities of being a filmmaker would make me a better filmmaker. And I think going through the academic route was a good choice for me because I look at the films and I look at at other people that only had like technical experience. It's not the same, you get like all the history behind what's really cinema and how the industry works and all of how all of that connects together.
That's super nice. And now that you graduated, how do you find the marketplace? It's been challenging?
I think because of COVID-19 has been a very big blow to new filmmakers, and I found myself that even though like I get like interviews to go to places, etc., like there are still not a lot of opportunities. But I think this is changing. The country's starting to open up again, so that means that more productions will happen and more people will be asked to be on set. But yes, my hope for the next 5 years is to be a producer and to be producing like a series for the BBC or ITV or something like that.
Well, I tell you what, she's already a producer because she's been working with us and she is smashing it. She's really doing great things for us and make our life super easy. And how did you want to get connected with Film Locals?
I don't know, like I think it was Clubhouse, that new app. I connected one day there and I was like, I wasn't really looking to get connected to like South American people because, as I told you before, like that aspect of my life had completely like disappeared throughout like the years. I went to Manchester to do my MA, and then I was like, there's actually people in Manchester that are from South America, and then my neighbor was from Colombia, and I was like, damn, there is actually people here that I can collaborate with. And yes, I just wanted to open up to people like me and also to teach people like like those people in Wales about what our cultures are, because in North Wales nobody has any idea of like Venezuelan food or Colombian food.
I think it's super normal when we move abroad. We tend to connect to the culture. You wanna experience everything, but then it comes to a time that you want to feel connected again with your roots. And I think that's exactly what we're doing now with Film Locals, with you as well. We are doing all these projects to showcase our diversity to the media, to the UK. So I think I just want to say like thank you very much to being with us, because together we're gonna do great things.
Yeah, exactly. I think the most important thing is like I did politics in my foundation year, and like one of the things that stuck out for me was power is the ability to do something. So I think Film Locals will have that power to do something. So our power will be to make the people from our parts of the world, even second generation, to feel more connected to their identity, their South American identity. And I don't know, I think it would just be amazing because people will open up their eyes and see that the world is not very different, we're all very, very similar from each other.
That's exactly what we're trying to do here. And if you want, we're talking about second generation now, if you could tell to them, someone that wants to get into film industry now, what would you say to them? What would be your advice?
I think my advice would be go out there and shoot something. It's like, that's something super cliche. Everybody will tell you, oh, you have to go out there and do something. Yeah, just do it. Like nowadays with your cell phone you can make a film. Like there is so much availability online for everybody to be able, you have like in YouTube, like you have excellent sources that can teach you the skills. So yeah, just go out there, film something. Don't be scared, because I know that people like us in Film Locals will look at your stuff and will give you advice of how to continue in your career. So yeah, just make your film today and just teach yourself that new skill.
Did you listen, guys? So, guys, this was Andrea Perez. Thank you so much for being here with us and helping us bring this project together. So, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
You better watch our films.